Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another Read Aloud Friday. Of course, I am Deborah Kay. I am sitting in with your host, Dijonae Jaynae Gordon. And of course, you are on Dijonae Jaynae Gordon.
Educational channel. Hello, guys. Welcome back to my channel. I am so glad that you can meet with me today, and I'm sure that Mommy and I are really happy that you came to join with us on our live today, right, Mommy?
That's right.
And for the persons who don't know us, she is Deborah K. Stewart, which is my mother, and beside her is her beautiful daughter, Dijonae Jaynae Gordon. And you are on Dijonae Jaynae Gordon's Educational Channel. And make sure to like, share, leave your comments, and subscribe whenever I post a new live or when I make a new video. And of course, don't forget to hit that notification bell so you can always be notified whenever we post a live or a new video.
So, guys, if you have not yet subscribed, we're asking you please to go ahead and to do so. Share with
Yes.
somebody. Tell a friend to come on over because reading is very important.
Yes.
And of course, today, mega welcome to all the persons that are in the chat, to all the persons who are in the back looking on in, and of course, to all the persons who will be on this replay. All right. And of course, we're going to go right into today's story. And of course, the story that Dijonae will be reading is about.
Jesus performs miracles.
All right. And she's going to go right ahead and she's going to do this story for you.
Another day, Jesus was in a house in Capernaum. So many people had come to hear him speak that there was no more room for anyone to get inside. Four men stood outside with a bed between them. They were carrying their friend because he could not walk, and they had hoped that Jesus would help him. How could they get inside the house? There were stairs outside as usual, leading to the flat roof above. The men climbed up, carefully carrying their friend, until they reached the top. They began scraping away the mud and branches that made up the roof, until there was a hole large enough to see Jesus and the people in the room below. The people were all looking up at them. Gently, the four friends lowered the man to the floor. Jesus smiled. He knew just what the man wanted. The religious leaders who were there frowning and shaking their heads, "Pick up your bed and walk home," Jesus said to him, and everyone was amazed when the man got up and walked out of the house. Jesus had healed him. There was a Roman centurion in Capernaum who loved God and had built a synagogue for the Jews while he had been living there. His servant became ill, and the centurion feared he would die. The centurion knew about Jesus. He was sure that he could help make his servant well. "Lord," the centurion said to Jesus, "I need your help. My servant is in great pain. I don't want to lose him." "I will come at once," Jesus replied. "No, Lord," the man said, "there is no need for that. I am not worthy to have you in my home. But just as I command men and they obey me, I know you can heal him by just saying the word." Jesus was amazed at the centurion's faith. This man has great faith in God. He said to those around him. Then he turned to the man. "Go back to your servant. He will soon be well again." When the man returned to his home, his servant had been healed. Jesus had fallen asleep in his friend's fishing boat. It had been a long day, and he was very tired. As the disciples took him to the other side of Lake Galilee, the wind began to blow more strongly in the sails, and the calm waters became choppy. The boat dipped up and down, causing even the fishermen to hold on tightly. Before long, a storm was blowing, and the men were afraid for their lives. But Jesus remained asleep. "Wake up, Master! Please help us!" The disciples shouted above the wind. Jesus stood up and spoke to the wind and the waves. Suddenly all was calm again. There was barely a ripple on the surface of the water. The disciples looked at Jesus as if they had not seen him before. Who was this man? Their friend who could calm a storm?
And of course, we're showing you a story here. We're showing you what the picture looks like in the story. Can you see? They're in the boat, and of course, can you see how rough the water is?
Crowds of people were beginning to follow Jesus wherever he went. When Jairus begged Jesus to help his 12-year-old daughter, his only child who was dying, Jesus struggled to make his way through the people. Along the way, a woman reached out and touched his clothes, and instantly she was healed of her illness. But while Jesus stopped to speak to her, people came from Jairus' house with bad news. "Don't bother the master," they said. "It's too late for your daughter." But Jesus hurried on. "I can help your little girl," Jesus said. "Trust me." Jesus, but Jesus hurried on. "I can help your little girl," Jesus said. "Trust me." Jesus sent everyone away except Jairus and his wife and his three closest disciples. He knelt beside the little girl who lay quiet and still, and held her hand. "Get up, little girl," he said softly. Jairus' daughter opened her eyes and sat up. Jesus had made her well.
And of course, here we have the picture right here to show you. This is a picture of the three disciples, and of course, Jairus and Jairus' wife, and of course, also Jairus' daughter. All right? Jairus is 12-year-old. She was sick, and of course, a lot of persons thought that she was dead, but of course, Jesus said she was not dead. He said, "Damsel, get up." And of course, she was up again. Jesus or miracles. And of course, for the persons who are just coming on in, that's what we have been looking at. We have been looking at some miracles that Jesus performed, right? And of course, we're still in the story.
Yes. One day, the crowd numbered over 5,000 people. The people listened for so long as Jesus taught them about God that the day was nearly ending. They were far from their homes, and Jesus knew they must be hungry. "Where can we find food enough to give them something to eat?" Jesus asked his friends. They found a boy who had 5 pieces of bread and 2 little fishes. The boy was willing to share it, and Jesus smiled at him as he took it. The disciples smiled too. How could so little feed so many people? But Jesus thanked God for the food and broke it into pieces. The disciples began to share it among the people. Soon everyone was sharing and eating, and the disciples collected 12 baskets of leftovers. It was a miracle.
And of course, we're going to show you the picture for that one as well. All right?
Yes.
That's what we are reading about. So this one is about the fish and the bread, right? You see, that's Jesus blessing it. And of course, it was used to feed a lot of persons, right? So for the persons who are just coming on in, we are talking about miracles. Miracles that Jesus performed while he was on earth. And of course, if you were listening, you would have heard about the different miracles that Dijonae read about. And of course, she read about the,
Hole in the roof.
and that was the sick man that they had put through the roof in order for him to get on the inside so that he could be healed. And of course, we talk about
The centurion servant.
we also talk about
The storm on the lake.
and we also talk about
Jesus heals a little girl.
and then we spoke about
Bread and fishes.
all right. So we did 5 stories just now about Jesus performed miracles. All right. And of course, guys, if you are just coming on in, mega welcome to you. Thank you for making it the Dijonae Jaynae Garden.
An international channel. And guys, thank you so much for tuning in on. Say it with your mommy. Read aloud Friday.
And of course, remember now, guys, if you miss this story, feel free to go ahead and go on
On
the
the
replay.
replay.
All right. And of course, we have MLW Fishing Man. Mega welcome to you. And
They're saying hello, Dijonae. Hello.
and of course, they are also saying hello
Hello,
to everyone
everyone.
in the chat. Also, we have Wildrich Unstoppable Entertainment. And Wildrich is saying hello to you all. Mega welcome to you, Wildrich. Also, we have the Dynamic DD Girls. Welcome to the Dynamic DD Girls. Mega welcome to you, the Dynamic DD Girls. We also have with us Chelsea. And Chelsea is saying
Yes.
hello to me, miss. Mega welcome to you, Chelsea. Thank you for making it. Dijonae Jaynae Garden Educational
Educational
Channel.
channel.
And of course, we're happy to have you with us on Read Aloud Friday. We also have Charlene Williams. And Charlene, feel welcome to be a part of Dijonae's educational channel. And of course, guys, you know that every good thing must come to an end. We're
And
not going to stay with you long today. And we're so happy we were able to come on over and share with
yes.
you on Read
Read
Aloud
aloud
Friday.
Friday.
Guys, please be reminded that reading is very important. And in order for us to be great readers, we first have to build our vocabulary. So I encourage you that at least 2 words per day. Yes, build your vocabulary so that you can be great readers, excellent readers. All right. And of course, remember now that Dijonae would normally go live on a
Tuesday,
Tuesday.
where I would normally do vocabulary building to help some people build their vocabulary. On a Wednesday, not only do I do games, but I do educational games and I make it fun for everyone. On a Thursday, where we would do maths hour, where we do maths with mommy. And on Friday, back to this, we would do read aloud Friday.
And guys, this would be the time where persons would be able to get the opportunity to come on up and of course to share with us on Read Aloud Friday. But you know, it's back to school time. A lot of persons are busy out there, you know. And of course, we're so happy to have the persons who come on over and share with us. For all the persons who are in the back, you are welcome as well. And of course, we love you, we love you, we love you. We could not have done this without
Love
you.
you.
All right. So until next time, we love you, we love you, we love you. See you. Bye.
Bye.
As we always say, what
What
good.
good?
And if you have not yet thumbs up, what are you waiting on? Go ahead. You can go ahead and watch the replay.
And
All
if
right.
you have not yet subscribed either, don't forget to subscribe so we know that you are with us every time we make a more video.
All right. So bye bye bye. Thank you.
Bye. Love you. Mwah.